Hey everyone, this is DidTrex83.
Fuck, never mind.
Okay. Nice try, asshole.
You made it like 5 seconds into the video, you
No,
idiot.
no, like I'm like waiting, and then he goes, I'm like, oh, that's my cue. I was going to do my best Ocarina impression. Go, hey, Yuri streaming.
No.
So, anyways, as anyone knows, for the next like hour and 36 minutes, it is National Train Day. It is May 9th here, so we're gonna go back, and I have been wanting to get this working since like 2013. This is Microsoft, the original Microsoft Train Simulator. This is the updated version. This is version 1.4 with, we're playing this with bin. I don't want to play this without bin because it runs like garbage. And if we're gonna do this with the same old bad frame rate and bad graphics, but I've adjusted some things, so hopefully it runs smoother. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But, you know...
Sorry, not
sorry at this point.
Apologize for nothing. This is
so
from the
what
early
we're going to
times.
do is, there's only a bit of custom... So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give... Let's do Dawn Tank Train, because that was the thing Joey said he remembered doing.
Yes.
Didn't somebody... Actually, yeah, I could have sworn somebody recreated that in TS.
Oh, a bunch of these have been recreated in TS. Morning Intermodal we could do, too. Descend the hill between Glacier Park and Spotted Road with a train of 23 full tank cars using the power of your -9 locomotives to keep the train under control. We're starting... It takes about 20 minutes. We're starting at 7:10. I kind of like the sunsets and sunrises in this game. They're basic, but I like them.
Yeah.
Am I not subscribed to? Am I not subscribed to you on YouTube or anything?
You might not be. You
it
haven't
says
had your channel... Well, your channel was pretty inactive for a long time, so I don't think you would have.
Well, I mean, I got...
So here's the best part. For all you guys, it says it's loading. On my screen, it tells me that MSTS isn't responding when it's doing this, which is great. And then it just suddenly loads.
I was gonna say, this ain't for restream, so I can't get it off there.
Okay, so Dawn Oil Train, difficulty easy. August 2nd, 7:10. Oh, here we get some storyline here. Great.
Oh no.
Shove it.
August 2nd, 7:10. Let me turn the frame rate toggle on. We're gonna get probably like less than 30 FPS. I'm sorry, folks. This is the best we can. You take control. Wait, didn't it say 23 tank cars in the menu?
I would. 23?
It said 23 in the menu. You take control of this train of
to load
37 full oil cars at Spotted Road at dawn. Proceed cautiously. You'll need to use the power -9 locomotive to keep the train under control and prevent a runaway on the hill between Spotted Road and Java West. The weather is clear and traffic on the track. Wait, what the hell? Java West is behind us.
I was gonna say, you want me to load up MSTS again and check to see what it said, or?
No, I'm pretty sure it was 23. This early in the...
I'll load it back up and check for you.
Okay. This early in the morning, so you should experience no delays. However, be aware that the track behind your train is beginning to fill up with traffic, and you can cause delays if your descent is too slow. Aim to arrive at Glacier Park by 7:25. Wait, we're at Glacier Park.
No, it actually... Yeah, it says 23 according to...
There's inconsistencies in this thing that I'm reading. Essential track maintenance means a temporary... Essential track maintenance means a temporary reduced speed zone is in effect between mileposts 1134.2 and 1133.7. Although you don't have a timetable for this activity, use Next Station Driving Aid to see the approximate distance to Spotted Road as well as time. Spotted Road by 7:24:40. Work order is...
Thank you.
Alright, let's let this work.
Alt F4 out of MSTS.
I love these sounds. Main reservoir.
Never mind. I can get the stream off of.
Icon star.
I can get the stream off of.
I need you to do me a big favor. I need you to take a look in the general chat.
Okay.
Oh, never mind it. Never mind it. I can get it on Twitch. There we go.
Bro, download the free Maple Leaf Tracks BNSF-9 upgrade. Yeah, I would. I did a while ago.
But today we are going to...
I'm going OG for this.
But the Magisteel 4723 is something to be right.
Milepost 4, 2,
I don't know why, Rebel. I don't know why, but I expected more white.
That's racist.
Oh god, here we go.
Also, if textures look blurry, that's because I turned things down in the menu. So if it looks bad, that's because it was to improve frame rate, but it's not going to help.
Oh,
I will never understand why when you turn the headlight on bright, the ditch lights endlessly flash.
It's a script issue. It's fixable. Also, I know the textures look worse than they normally do on the trains. That's because the graphics were turned down a bit. There was like a best performance versus best graphics slider, and I turned it more towards best performance because I thought it would run a little smoother.
No, nuts. It's pronounced graphics spelled Graphix.
GraphX.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. I'll say this. For a game from 2001, I know Trains came out at the same time. People can comparing it. I don't care. This was cool for the time. This was cutting edge for me as a kid. This was the first train game I ever played. I was like, what?
Well, as I said to a bunch of Europeans the other day, all the Americans hold this up.
And yeah, and all the British folks are like, oh, this is a bad game, as they lie about the UK train sim library download folders with like 700 assets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, talk to me when you haven't sunk $700 in the.
Whoa, what is this tricky stuff that I just loaded up?
There is a way to fix that, the ditch lights thing, but I've been meaning to fix that at some point, but Open Rails I think fixes it.
What the solid
no, they're always Josh.
Yes, BNSF ditch lights.
They always
Tank
had it
cars
like
look like
that.
they're out of Roblox.
There are 8 people watching.
Yeah, you got because I'm watching the Twitter from the mod view.
Oh man, there goes the deer.
On the track.
Oh,
The
yeah,
deer. I remember that.
Oh my god!
Look at the deer. Wait, how fast am I going?
Clear control point, Glacier Park.
Smite the deer.
Smite the
Hey, Harrison.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like I got.
Smite the fine deer.
Glad to see.
I can't
Hello.
say how many people are watching from YouTube, but I got 2 guys on.
There are 6 people on YouTube.
Wait, I just realized this thing says you got to do a descent from Glacier Park to Spotted Rope. I'm sorry, as a kid, I remember going up. What descent?
I don't remember anything from
I thought it was. I never actually did this scenario, but I thought it was always
I always thought you climbed up.
This was the scenario I always did. Yeah, this is something I hold dear to my
Well,
heart.
and it's one of the easiest to do. You just drive.
That is true, yes.
No, I need my. Darn it.
You need your pointer.
G-Man's telling you to upload more videos, Z.
what?
G-Man's telling you to upload more videos. You know G-Man. Just upload more videos. Nick Floyd. Hey!
I'll try to.
Nick Floyd. Well, he's in here. Never mind. Half the people are saying hello here in this fucking chat.
Let's see. The only people that I know,
Wait, yeah. Do you guys see this? Do you see the subtle grade change? There's no descent here. I'm going up.
Descent. Where we're going, we don't need
It says we're descending in the timetable.
Where are we going? From where to where?
We're going from
Oh,
Glacier
so it
Park to
is
Spotted
up.
Row, which is just up there. Granted, it's a short run. In real life, we keep going to Shelby.
Technically, that.
I mean, this is MSTS, so
uphill.
like now you have me that I'm about to load up
Here's the
a.
thing. People say that MSTS has inaccurate GE physics. Compare those to the original heavy haul 4400. Like, yeah, people are like, oh, the amp shouldn't load this fast. Well, the engine shouldn't also be moving.
Shh. That's all we have to say about that.
Oh boy, here we go.
TSW, we could go 150 to 4400.
The version of advanced approach or medium.
This is the cleanest GE cab. This is the world's cleanest GE cab.
Red or yellow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. MSTS doesn't have EOTs, so.
I don't mean to brag, but I remember the day I got the DP40
That's
add-on,
from.
and
Why is it not showing up on my feed?
Oh, we are actually seriously climbing. I'm slowly losing speed. I should have charged up this.
Wait, never mind. It says the only user in Shadow on
J
Twitch
class.
is me
Oh,
now.
McTee's watching. It's Don Tank Train. We'll probably do morning intermodal after this. Should we do Whitefish Freight Pull or New Mix Freight afterwards? Because they're both really long.
New mix freight.
You can do whatever.
Actually, no one. You know what I looked up on YouTube to see if anyone had done it. You know, this is gonna sound crazy. It's been 19 years. You know what scenario has not ever had a video done on YouTube? Ever?
What?
No one has ever done Whitefish freight pull with the SD40.
Really?
Yep. Also, also shoving that train, because that's what I used to do. I'd follow the AI, so I'd back up. Shoving up Essex with 3 SD40s and 50 cars? Not a good idea.
Okay, hold on. The Welshman has arrived.
He's in the.
No, his David's on the other server where I reside.
Major. Oh yeah, your friend.
G-Man says, crash the train.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to yell at a bunch of people.
No, we will. We're gonna do my favorite crash ever because it's so stupid. It is, if you don't throw the switch right at Sagami Ono, you crash into a brick wall.
Oh jeez.
Hold on, hey Yuri, you said there's no EOTDs. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, no, there is none. It was modeled. The only one where it's kind of modeled is on the well cars. There's like a little handrail post that flashes red, but that's the only one.
Yeah, but what's that?
Yes, the end of train flag that flashes red.
We have the activity.
It's like one of those bicycle lights. You just slap it in the tank and they're like, alright, that's where you're seeing.
Oh, I love that Doppler. This is how I learned about Doppler as a kid, was this game.
All those Long Island Railroad formers.
You know what? I wish I hooked this up to my speaker subwoofer, because then everyone in my house could hear it.
Oh, don't mind me, I'm just running an oil train.
Do you know that subwoofer that comes in a rail driver?
Yeah?
Don't run MSTS through that.
Why?
Why? Will explode in a
Matt, it sounds like an actual freight train is going through your desk. You're like, oh, I wonder what an You're like, oh, I want to feel force feedback of the train I'm controlling. Meanwhile, MSTS is.
Now, here's the thing, like, because I was.
I'm overspeeding.
I got distracted, but I was loading up. I loaded up TS to go load up Mariah's Pass on that just for the heck of it.
You are approaching a reduced speed zone as indicated by the trackside yellow flag just ahead. Keep your speed below 50 miles an hour until the rear of your train passes the green flag, which marks the end of the reduced speed zone. Alright, dynamics. Let's use these. These are fun. Everyone knows this sound. This was the most satisfying sound for braking. You'll hear him.
Alan Thompson approved. Oh my god.
I don't ever remember using the dynamic braking. Either I probably have, but I just don't remember it.
All right, super powered air brakes.
Never use dynamics. I always just ride here. That's what I'm known
Oh, that's the flag coming right up. All right, get under the limit. All right, I have to put this in.
14 hours.
I'm putting it in suppression.
There's a bunch of deer on the track again.
They're supposed to react, but sometimes they don't. We're in the 15.
Sometimes they die violently.
Zendojabar, are you alive?
Recharge the brake pipe.
No, he's not.
Jesus fucking Christ.
A little bit. Take off.
How much I don't remember the train being this hard to handle on this, mainly because I think I didn't obey the speed limits as a kid. I think I just gunned it. Which is why this scenario only took like 10 minutes as a kid.
Like nuts. I never even did speed limits in TS until like 20.
Well, I didn't start doing speed limits until NEC when the game was like, no, you're not allowed to speed. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's right.
Every single time you hit a new speed limit, the game's like, hey, guess what? You remember that emergency brake?
Hey, you know what?
I am in suppression trying to get this under 15. What the hell is this air pressure?
It's a subtle middle finger that.
None of my friends are able to view.
Oh my god,
Oh,
Rebel.
there's the.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, this thing's about done too.
Hold on. Wait, Rebel, can I see the Ruby units?
You will see them when they're done.
What's
Okay,
my
fine.
approach time? I'm gonna arrive early, I think.
Matt, what were you?
Alright, give me. Alright, give me. Just pick one or two. I'm not telling you what they are.
When we get back, all right, there, guys.
Long distance runner it is with the M45.
Alan Thompson approved. Sinks 199. Yeah, so MSTS using the force feedback be the new vibrator technology. Yeah, sure. I will also fix the graphics when we get back to the menu.
Yuri.
Yeah.
But no, like, what was it? So you know a Crazy Taxi?
Yeah.
They refused.
Oh, no.
They refused.
No. Listen. So I went into the kitchen to go. So I went into the kitchen to get some food. I looked in the sink and there was a thing for like the racetrack coffee, and it said racetrack crazy good coffee.
Wait, give me your headset.
I read it.
Train approaching.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I read it.
Oh yeah, I forgot this.
I read
What
that
the one AI?
Evan, do you want me to bring my... Where's my G4 book?
Wait, I
it's
think
not
this.
there.
Oh, this is the 50 car contest we're passing. We only have the 37
yeah.
wheel.
But no, I misread it and I read racetrack crazy coffee.
Also, there's the generic AI sounds. They're great. Every diesel has those.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff. Revolutionary technology. You'll love to see it.
These dynamics are really struggling to hold this. Or I'm gonna
So
turn
wait,
the dynamics off.
you're running from where to where again?
Spotted rope. You can see it in the distance, but I have to
Spotted-
clear the. I have to clear my speed limit right now.
Okay, yeah, I like this. This is turned out
Basically,
okay.
we will probably hit the destination point before we actually clear the track speed thing.
This is before buffer cars existed.
Where am I? I am at Shelby, and I am running a... Oh, I'm running a Finter model.
That is the only AI in this service too. It's just that one.
Actually, sorry, I'm standing corrected. I'm running
Bro,
a Z
why are
train.
the
I got colors.
textures so bad? Legit, these are SP tank trains. Yeah, the reason why they're bad is because I adjusted that slider that's like best graphics, best performance, and I slid it over to the left because I hoped that the frame rate would improve, and it has, but it only went from like 9 to 15, so...
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, there's a bin message.
Message.
None of mine's just stuck in my head.
Wow. A message. Very useful. Thank you.
I'm assuming something was supposed to show up there?
Yeah, I'll clear that.
What?
It was supposed to say you're allowed to kick the train to run 8 now.
No. Nuts, get the dick out of your mouth and then try to speak.
But he's
Your
what?
Honor,
That's his
what?
blind cash.
It was an Oreo cookie, but go ahead. I'll accept that too.
Proverbial.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so what happened is that when you hit 1 here, here's what's supposed to happen. Bin allowed you to actually switch locomotives. Something you could never. What you would do is you tie a train down. You'd literally bring it to a full stop. Train brake applied. Reverser and neutral. You'd go to the F9 uncoupling menu and you'd click on the engine you wanted to move. You had to have a cab view though, otherwise it wouldn't work. You'd click on the engine you wanted, and as you were clicking on it, you would press 1 on the keyboard, and it would forcibly jump you into a new engine and put you in the cab.
Yeah. So basically, you could pull it unstoppable and helicopter land.
Basically, when I'm hitting 1 here, that message just shows up because something has to show up for it to basically work as far as I know. You are now approaching Spotted Road. Oh, great. I had no idea.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the wood here is made of wood.
I want to visit Spotted Road and just see if it's this dead in real life.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have...
Pandemic.
It literally tells you you're approaching Spotted Road. 5 seconds later, it goes, you're here. You've safely
Joey.
traveled from... Wait, so it says you've safely traveled... See, the team was not on point with this because it says you were going to Glacier... It says you're going from Glacier Park in the menu. In the timetable, it says you're going to Glacier Park. Here, it confirms we are going away from it. Something... Activity... Great. There we go. 1,000,000 points. Let's see the...
Activity complete.
Here's the thing about this game. You think the evaluations were brutal in TS. This thing would kick your teeth in. It would be like, well, you were 6.7 seconds over the speed limit. Idiot.
Hey,
Congratulations, you'll now have your heart ripped out.
Yo.
Do you think,
you
I'm
exceeded
at
the
the coal
speed limit.
Okay,
Like, look
I
at
brought
this.
4 empty coal cars to the coal mine from the steel mill. Now I'm
You
bringing
exceeded
4
the
loaded
speed
cars
limit
back
3 times.
to the steel mill from the coal mine. I burned exactly half a tank on the trip up, and I have half a tank left.
Yeah, but Joey, look at
You
like
think I'm gonna
even
make it
gives
back?
you like the exact milepost you did it at.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It kicks. It gives you like a real kick in it. So we're gonna go back to options. I'm gonna change
32
this.
seconds at a maximum speed of 44 miles an hour. Incredible
Yeah, it's very.
stuff.
There we go. Best graphics. Save.
I have just over half a tank.
We could
diesel.
do. I guess we'll do.
Did you want to do the Whitefish one or?
We
no,
could do
we should do
Whitefish
the
Freight
Whitefish
Pool.
Freight Pool.
That's. Let me see how long that one is though, because this is another 20-minute one. Is morning intermodal where we can gun it, but.
Oh, okay. If you want to do
But
that.
the SD40
if
might
you don't
be,
care
this,
about points.
yeah, but people have done morning intermodal, so I kind of want to. Let's see. That's an hour and 20 minutes at Whitefish Freight Pool. Noon mixed freight is an hour and a half.
90 minutes. Holy shit.
Where do we go to? East of Red Eagle. I guess we'll do Whitefish Freight Pool because no one's done that. And I like the SD40s. You guys will like them. I mean, look at this. This was Train Artisan. This was not made by Microsoft, that model. It was Train Artisan. They gave it to Microsoft.
Yeah, if you want to see a Microsoft model, look at the GP38-2.
So here's what it says. Computer-controlled locomotives and trains en route. By the way, this is a total lie. Genesis P40. By the way, no, it's not. It only works in the NEC because it actually is. It thinks it's an electric locomotive, according to the config file.
All right, here we go. Get ready to look at me in general.
And Jeep 40-2. I mean GP38. What the fuck?
All right, let's see these redneck. I got
All right,
nothing.
Whitefish Freight Pool, guys. We're gonna do this.
Okay, we got the yeet.
This might have better sounds than Run 8. Ooh, I'm gonna get some serious flack for that.
Wait, this loading screen. Why is there a
white.
random grade crossing off to the?
Where? What do you mean? Oh, because they used actual like real world images they took like in the backgrounds of everything.
What is the logic at that grade crossing? It looks like it's gonna go in the middle of nowhere.
What that image is that's
good.
a modified version of the image that you see when you first load into the game, when the game first starts up. It was just the thing that they did.
You suck.
So this cab view is infinitely better. Whitefish Freight Pool medium. Time to complete hour and 20 minutes. September 1st, 2002, 8 o'clock. You're in charge of a 3-unit set of SD4-2 locomotives pulling 50 freight cars westbound from Essex. I've got to look at the comments. It's like Train Artisan made some good stuff. Yes, they did. You want to do a scenario on Onitrichibor Tokyo? That's not how you spell any of that, but thanks a lot. I've been requesting your TS videos and how you guys totally nerd out at great content, man. Who's this? True Quaker. You finally found my Twitch. I don't know who that is. But whoever, if you've been trying to find my channel for a long time, seriously, thank you. You're keeping the heavy train under control down the grade on the west side of the pass. The route is very busy today. Try to operate your train as efficiently as possible to avoid causing delays to other trains. Your goal is to arrive at Whitefish by 9:20 a.m. Leave your train in Whitefish Siding 3 to complete the activity. Temporary speed restriction shortly before milepost 1172-10, and there's a track crew. Oh, I think that's near Essex Pit, which is now actually gone in real life. That was a shocker when Zan and I found that out.
Yeah.
Alright. I love these.
Now, very dumb question. Does MSTS take into account the player operating under G-Core signals, or no?
The signals, for the most part, work pretty well. Lunars were not available.
The Discord crashed again. Great.
Beautiful.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that,
Now we're back.
See, when I rotate the camera, the frame rate goes up. This is the problem with this game.
Damn.
This is one of those things where I physically would have to buy an older computer to get a better frame rate. Like, because my computer is too new for this.
but that, no.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do we have permission granted?
I think permission was denied like twice.
I want to hear it. We're not near a signal, so we can't do it. Alright, notch it up. Let's move.
Alright, Z. To give you an idea right now, I'm running the standard dovetail career scenario.
Oh my god. What are we getting for FPS right? Hold on, I gotta get rid of my Windows taskbar.
G-Core speed.
Oh, I gotta like pause the game for a sec, because I have to get rid of Windows taskbar, because you guys have no... The PC is racing right now, making this work.
Really?
Well, MSTS is taking up 17%. Discord's taking up 20%. From what? Because I have to minimize it. There.
I'm probably gonna have to drop out in a few
Because there's
minutes.
rendering Harrison. It was like, oh, we need all the GPU for this. No, you don't.
Oh, for my camera, I'll turn it off.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Nah.
Let me. Well, I've minimized it, so it's not drawing. What I got to do real quick is I have to go to the Windows taskbar because it gets in the way of the frame rate counter. So I can't see the frame rate. Your face is denied. Yeah, well, your mom is denied, so no. Okay, there we go.
Wait, do I have dynamics on? No, wait, I can't have dynamics on.
Okay, we're getting, what's the FPS we're getting right now? It's actually really smooth. We are getting 4 frames per second. There was a guy on YouTube that used to record at 1 frame a second.
Really?
Yep, he did. I think it was 6,000. What was his name? 60,005 Vagos. Or he did MSTS crash videos with custom content, but with fraps, his game would only record at 1 FPS, and most of the a lot of graphics wouldn't render.
Oh,
so imagine a 30-second crash taking a full minute to play out because the game engine is struggling.
All right, Rebel. All right.
So it ends up taking.
There's 16 people watching this.
I don't know who's watching on what, because Twitch is only telling me there's only 4 moderators. Only 4 moderators.
Chris Howard's on. True Quaker.
Oh, never mind.
So all these people playing together, just watching Trex play. They're all just watching me play.
9 on YouTube.
All right,
Quaker, they're all.
4 moderators. Let's see. 4 moderators on Twitch. 1, 2, 3, 5 users on Twitch.
There goes the deer.
Hey, PZ.
Yeah, we got a good show.
See, watch this weird phenomena, guys. When the train gets close enough, the frame rate improves. When it passes, the frame rate goes to like 15. People have nothing.
Look at it clear.
Oh yeah, I can see it too.
It's so strange. The game is laggy, smooth.
Oh, that is strange. What the hell?
I mean, let's see. No. Hold on.
The cab view is pretty nice, though, too. I think this is the one that they might have used this as an inspiration for the MSTS2 cab view that Danny Beck did.
Why does that look like the foreground of a cursed image?
I don't know. So rotating, as long as we rotate the camera, the frame rate will be fine.
Yeah.
As long as they rotate, as long as we only look to the right, we're fine. Oh, the speed restriction is right up ahead. I can't wait.
I should be playing that one song right now.
Also, this was the first engine in the game, and only engine in the game, to have roof fans. But they all rotate only as long as the engine's moving. They don't actually work like a TSW. It's like one's for dynamics. Nobody else on YouTube reviews TSW locomotives and routes, and totally nerds out of the smallest of details. Well, thanks. People are looking.
Reminded me of a scenario that actually was released for TS on the Alan Thompson site today. This guy that I friggin'...
Yeah, Major Whales, I'm aware that it's because of the rendering issue, but really part of it is the fact that the new GPUs don't have they're not designed to physically work with any new hardware. So they see MSTS as like Notepad. So like it doesn't waste resources on it. So it doesn't understand. So you can have an RTX 2080. You can have the most beefiest gaming PC out there, Windows 10 Pro. You try running MSTS on it, you are in for a swift kick in the pants in a frame rate. Whoa! What the hell? Why are the brakes so much better on this than the Dash 9?
Oh, great, Britney slaps criminal.
Because GE sucks.
4 quad.
Jonah.
I like these rev sounds. It's not even
Jonah.
the CPU, it's entirely dependent on the actual engine itself.
Yeah.
I'm aware the Ghost was modified on Quake engine. Except the thing is, it was actually pretty optimized. The thing is, MSTS never... I think if I use the 4GB memory patch, it works a little better. Some people are saying.
Hey,
I was about to say, did they ever
Alright, but I'm back.
This was never patched for 64.
anyone hear me? Hello?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Just hang on.
Okay.
Look in general, okay?
Excuse me, I was about to say something. But...
Okay, here's your...
Joey, look at the MTA server in the off-topic.
Oh God, why?
You'll see why.
Let's.
want to
Yuri.
adjust your voice to be louder than the SD40.
Oh,
Hold on.
no.
That's a good idea. Is it that much? My mic's all the way up. I'll drop the game down a little bit more, but that's about as much as I can do. Also, I know it looks stretched for you guys. I did that so that you wouldn't have black bars.
Rebel.
Huh?
Meet me down at town real quick.
Oh, okay. I no look.
Major Wills, I have one correction to what you're saying. I agree, but I ran this using the Berlin subway add-on earlier, which uses MSTS basically as a slave to emulate its custom scripts. It has its own menu and everything. Aerosoft's and TML Studios' Berlin subway add-on runs at 43 FPS on this exact same copy of MSTS I'm using right now, but any of the base routes will lag like hell. So something is happening in the engine that's working differently. I don't know what Aerosoft scripts are pushing. I would love to push that stuff to the base game, but I can't. Not without a lot of hours of modifying. I don't want to modify the directories of this install anymore. So there's the yellow board, so brakes coming on. And there's Essex Pit. This has actually been abolished now. This yard.
It's a thing of the past.
It's completely gone, even if you look on Google Maps.
Actually, nuts, I think I now know why they don't have any videos of this on YouTube. Look at the damn rain.
Oh yeah. Z, your favorite consist is off to the right.
Oh yeah, one of the two SD40, 2 guns, and a cap.
Where's 2x-9 and 20 interval?
That one, I don't remember if it shows up in this. That's also the track crew. That's just that.
I haven't played any of them. I've only played.
Oh, they actually have, what's it called? They have tractors.
I've actually questioned why the hell Dovetail didn't put DPUs on the shrink.
Which shrink?
Nah, it's a default scenario that came with like the F45.
The brakes on this SD40 are so... I think there's a thing that fixes the brakes in the MSTS. There's like an engine file upgrade, but I'm not... You know, I'm going to use the dynamics. Because the dynamics on this, if I remember correctly, are
brakes do not exist 404, and then the SD40 stops like a vehicle on the road.
Wait, doesn't this have like a overpowered dynamics, I think?
Stopped in 0.02 seconds.
No, it's not worth it. I've actually never had dynamics fail. Let me hit F5 and see what it's doing. Yeah, dynamic brakes are in full, but there's not enough power for them to work.
Look at those tank cars.
So we just have to coast until we're out of the range of this. And yeah, you can bring us to a full stop. Oh, so here's your EOT. This is gonna be one of those things where someone who watches this back before it was a live stream is gonna go, I'm gonna get a comment that's gonna go, your frame rate's garbage, and I have to explain, this is how the game ran. This is just how it runs. I can't, you need to get a better GPU. That's gonna make it run worse.
You should get a better computer. The game's from 2001. Shut your face hole and walk away.
And
No better computer can fix it.
Well, here's the thing though, Windows 7 handled it beautifully.
I can't go
7
yell
was
at the other
great with
MSTS at 60 FPS. Okay.
I mean, Windows 7
as
is
far-
kind of like,
I believe in theory it can
2008
handle it,
came
but
out.
the hardware just wasn't there. Well, are we still in that track limit? God, we are. Well, there's the green. Oh,
when did
boy.
Windows 7 come out?
2008.
You are exceeding the speed limit by 0.01 miles an hour. We must forfeit the entire scenario.
And
Good
there's
day to you.
Pinnacle.
You know, this game is still somewhat relevant, so I can understand why I'd want to
Because
be like...
it's one of those things where if you want to have the base routes and openers, you still have to have this game.
Could have sworn under the Jeep locomotive's leading wheels that entered the restriction. I'm not remember. I need to pull up my book again.
Joe, is
What?
it possible to change the horn on the MP15?
It's Yuri. On the MP15, yeah, but here's the problem with the tail, the fade on it. It's Yuri, but for this game, by the way.
Sorry.
The fade on it at the end doesn't have Doppler, but you can change it. It's a simple 3-part horn. Any Railworks horn you can replace it with.
Because I want to change it to this one. I don't know why this MP15 has an RS2.
I don't know how many times I had to clarify this.
RS2M,
but you
that'd
know
be
what?
interesting.
And then he had a model railroad in question that.
An engine only run as good as its optimal manual games the language, whatever was used to accelerate them. To run it, do you lads do any model railroading? I do. I mean, I have a garden road. I've got like a little layout in my place.
I don't.
But I don't. My garden road requires maintenance, and I don't have the time right now. I have to do a lot of repairs.
Wait, I was supposed to be at this location at 1517. It's 1519, and I'm operating this thing notch 8.
Never late.
Shut up, Caleb.
Well, you should have gotten up earlier that day. That's why. Why you're 2 minutes late.
Hey, congratulations, you only have yourself to blame.
So here's the
I
thing.
want to say, who's asking about model trains?
True
Quaker?
True Quaker on Twitch.
Alright, hey, True Quaker, if you can hear me or not.
Oh, I got penalized for that.
I'm just asking this. What do you think of 3-rail O-scale?
I mean,
As in, like,
crank you
vinyl
up
trains,
a little
like
bit.
this scale stuff. I'm saying, what do you think of that?
He said he's
One.
hear you.
Alright, I know you can hear me.
Yeah, I'm
looking in the chat myself, actually.
Yeah, I can see the, what's it called, I can see the Twitch chat on the overlay of the stream.
Hey, you know what? At least with this rain, we can be thankful that whenever we get back in the cab, the rain still works. Unlike in TSW, where sometimes the rain just doesn't get on the windshield afterwards.
The rain, like, doesn't work, and I'm like, no.
Your droplets freeze in midair.
Also,
Don't
this
know
one.
anything about 3-rail. Oh,
I don't.
okay.
Also, this has, if you look closely in the cab, an animated feature.
Z?
It's either async. They're out of sync. If you want to look at them, you'll like them.
Oh my
Why
god.
are the two front wipers connected?
That's an actual thing on certain
How
units.
they've always been.
Oh,
Man, I thought I always been.
I guess I'm used to shitty EMD
Well,
passenger.
Didn't some Dash 8s have a single lever for that though?
Yeah. That's how they always are.
Or no, I mean
Always-
individual levers, one for each of the two
Oh,
windows.
okay, right.
Yeah, you have to stand up and just rotate it back and forth the entire drive.
They do it. They do it.
Oh, Captain Trona has arrived.
But Yuri,
Reagan.
it's done by 3 switches. There's switch 1, which is the right wiper. Then the second switch is for the 2 metal ones, and then the third one is for the front door.
Now you need to have the wipers move at a different rate and get stuck in one position. Chris, no, you script that yourself. Yeah, Reagan, how's
Shit, my AirPods are dying again.
maybe I'll show off your Trona route that has no track from MSTS. Should resurrect that for this stream. Actually, I should.
Alright, I'm gonna
No,
head
I
out.
don't
I'll
think
see you
anyone's
guys
done a video.
Bye.
Take it easy.
Who's left?
Evans.
Joey.
Oh, Joey.
Yeah, Joey's about.
And then Major Wells left about a minute ago. I don't know. Let's see. Refresh.
Yeah, this brings
No, still
back
there.
so many good memories of
But
this
hey,
game.
yeah, True Quaker. A few of the guys that we're in the call with right now are actually helping me out with a show that we're filming with 3-rail scale over on my channel.
Now, I must ask the question before I go. Do you want us...
What?
Do you
He
want a
was
Sprite
stealing your
cranberry?
line. He was stealing your line, man.
Do you want to build a snowman? 9. Do you want to play down the French horn?
Oh, here's a
Yeah,
good
you-
frame.
Matt,
Finally, look, we have a
He was
frame
trying to
rate.
steal your line.
Decent frame rate, guys.
Frame rate.
This was the
It's
coupling.
probably because the
Oh,
game only
I
has to
forgot about
render,
this.
like-
MSTS bin
Wait,
got
what?
rid of the height restriction. On
Oh,
the,
yeah,
on the coupling
No,
cab.
I'll need to find that because
I don't
have
feel like that, but wow, that smooth frame rate. Like looking down on the close up,
you know what? I don't want it to switch.
and then you go to like past.
Then you go to there, and then the frame rate's
it's
like.
all like,
Yeah, show that off.
Jeez, yeah, Jesus.
What, you want the
this
Trona
proves my
thing
point.
shown off?
Every American's like, this is the train sim. Me over here,
McTeague, he
I
can't
did
hear you. He's on YouTube.
play.
So you're playing the OG TS. Who's this? Clausard. Yep.
the OG.
We're doing... Oh, we actually are speeding. Oh, no. Let me just put on 0% brake and slow us down. How does that work?
It works on the Kia 31.
Yeah, but 0%... I mean, I guess that means initial reduction. Overspeed display. Oh, yeah, when you were decimal over 0.5. If you were 40.6 It's overspeeded. It's 40.5 now. Also, this great glitch about MSTS where it kicks you into a tunnel. Well, wait, no, that's not a... Oh, no, that's been patched out. So you can do this. This is my great trackside cam, my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's my current install,
On the side of...
How bad is the frame rate? Is the frame rate okay for you, or is it bad?
Show them fine right now.
Not bad.
No, I meant when you play MSTS.
Rebel.
It depends.
On the side of that ES44, it says, "Make America Great Again."
I think the fastest we get to go before we get to Columbia Falls. Oh, so we get to go through Columbia Falls.
No, this is not open rails. That I can tell you. How much I can tell you.
Actually make that
Are you doing open rails, Claus, or no? Original MSTS.
Yeah, make that for trains. The Trump pets.
Could you like not?
No. There was I believe the only things that I ever saw of political units, and someone made a joke about it a long time ago. They were on MSTS. Someone made like a joke, like low tier. I think it was an EMD FT of like it was like McCain and Obama years ago. They had a video of them like crashing into each other in like original MSTS.
Whatever happened to the police unit, the police -9?
It's on trainsim.com. I'll install it tomorrow or tonight.
Because I missed that thing. I wish we had it in train. Along with 40.
Oh, I just realized though I can't play the horn for it.
Why is that?
I need to release the Greenstone Bus Heritage Unit. Yeah, no, you make it.
What?
Slacker. Get back to reskinning. Go finish your NS Heritage units.
Was that you, child, asking that?
Well, gotta go get up early for work, so see ya. See you later, Clauser.
See you, Clauser.
Was that
No,
I thought you, child, asking you?
I mean, then again, I'll be heading out probably around like midnight myself. I have to get
If
up
we're
early for work.
on double track again, that means the next place should be Red Eagle. Red Eagle, Belton, Coram, Conkelly.
Oh, Conkelly has a big yard.
Conkelly and CFAC that doesn't exist. Columbia Falls and the Whitefish.
Wait, what doesn't exist?
CFAC, Columbia Falls Aluminum Company, it's right next to Conkelly. Doesn't exist in MSTS, but does in trains. And now it's dead. The machinist is retired. Okay, yeah, okay. Why don't you Why don't you send the rest of your work to Buchala so he can work on it?
Tell Buchala he can go elsewhere.
He's still making stuff already.
I was just gonna say, did Long Island Railroad have RS1s?
That is a very good question.
Yeah, I think they did, or maybe it was 3.
I think they had RS1s and RS3s.
Yeah.
I thought it was just the 420s or the RS3.
Oh no, they had the C420s.
Oh, look, it's everyone's favorite BNSF locomotive.
Oh god.
What's everyone's favorite BNSF?
I'm waiting for it to show up because the stream's behind as usual.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a meme.
Now would I be 281? Would I be crazy in thinking MSTS had auto running numbers, or what?
Alright, can we just
that's the best part, is that even though 4723 is in storage, Z, 8010 and 2081 are still running, so we can catch those.
Well, hold on. Let me make. I've got. What number did it turn him into? 8010. What number did it get turned into?
It says it on Railroad Archives, Pictures.
No, it was 1661.
Okay, these brakes are like heavy
The only two BNSF motors I've ever seen were, I don't remember, besides the 28,
Hey, Yuri.
Yeah, what's up?
It's still on its H1 paint.
What, 2081?
No. 8010 or 1661.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to catch it. 2081 is now a swoosh, according to Reagan.
Yeah, it is.
I want to catch 2081.
Wait, hold on. I want to see the. That would be.
If only it had the terrible horn it has in game, then it would be realistic.
Yeah. Well, it's probably changed horns over the years.
Well, yeah, someone probably stole the original one. 7170 was the OG SD40. Yeah, 7171 is still around as far as
It's on an S neck.
Oh god.
Why is it on the Nazi sucker?
Because BNSF didn't want it.
Typical BNSF and UP not wanting
NS, no
40,
shove.
So
Well, nuts. They can't shove because the last time they tried shoving, they sent a billion empty center beams on the ground again.
Well, they shoved once on Pan Am. They had 22K act as Cajon pass helpers.
Why did they have 22? They dropped that on
Basically,
the
the Pan Am grain train had one of the four C40s die. Oh,
good.
And so 3 isn't enough to make it up with 115 grain cars that are loaded. So 22K, being the intermodal behind them, acts as a shover with their 121 fucking intermodal single stacks, shoves the grain train up the hill.
Okay.
So it was an almost almost 300 car long train for a couple of railroad crossings.
Just
Okay,
But wait a minute, wouldn't the slack action bunch up?
And for NS equals the nut shack is a pretty much bad meme.
Or nothing special. I gotta make that a logo.
Okay, so I'm actually just gonna head off for the night. I'm actually more tired than I thought.
Have a good night, man.
Rebel.
So, yeah, I'll see y'all. And, Counselor, give me just a second here. And see ya.
There's something about that horn that just makes it doesn't make it, like, even when I hear it when I put it in Run 8, it's not a horn you can hate, really. Like, you might get tired of it, but you're not like, this is bad.
but
Also, I have double-checked how MSTS's weights on all the freight cars are wrong, but the cement hoppers that are right behind me, I'm going to be 100% honest, even the supercharged Dash 9 struggled with even like 20 of these.
okay,
The BNSF cement hoppers right by my SD40s.
Yuri.
Yeah.
So 7171 became NS 3541.
Restream is trying to be a
That's 7170, 3541.
Yeah.
I haven't caught that yet.
Bearing in mind everything in MSTS wasn't auto numbered, it was just
Because
I
think it's an Ohio unit.
Even OpenRails doesn't support auto numbering. Every engine has to be with a new number. Has its own file.
That's what I thought.
It seems to have been stuck in the Ohio area.
Well, that shows how much attention I paid to MS when I was outside of you in MS.
The next time anyone at Run 8 says you can't do windshield wipers, they're hard, I'm just going to point to MSTS and go, you're wrong. You just don't want to do it.
I mean, at this point, can Run 8 just like either cease or come out with V3 or maybe
Also, do you know how stupid I felt the other day? I went to the Jeep 40 in TSW, and only the other day when I was exploring the model did I realize, oh, you can fold out the mirrors. I've had that DLC for like almost 3 years.
I didn't even know you could do that either.
Yeah, you have to. If you're on the outside.
At least 8 years.
You can fold out the mirrors, but they don't work. Wait, hold on. Is that building? Oh, I thought that was a 3D. No, it's not a 3D TS building. I almost thought that was that weird little hut that they have, but it's not. We should be coming up, as far as I know. There's the deer.
We'll slam the horn.
Also, the rotating bearing caps are literally flat triangles.
I can't find a photo of the, I don't know.
So, I know it's off topic, but I started looking around my basement today. Guess what I found?
What did you find?
Down here. I found my childhood copies of both discs of Railroad Tycoon 3 for Macintosh computers.
Actually, no. Speaking of,
what's wrong with my ammeter right now?
you're going. It's.
Yeah, but it was in notch 1, and the dynamics went to absolute maximum amperage.
No. You know what happened? You don't know what happened, Yuri? You don't know what happened there? You just lost your brakes.
Well, there weren't. Well, here's the thing, though. I'm holding 34 with them. I'm not using any other brakes, and it's holding.
No.
Slightly.
Oh yeah.
Minorly.
You lost your brakes. You gotta use the independent.
No.
Yeah, I'll put it at.
It's the Yuri Express.
Well, I just put the independent at 1, and it made a little bit more of a difference in the dynamics, so that might unfortunately work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean the train brake.
Yes, ride the air. That's what it's called.
Wait, I can bail off.
It's clearly some of y'all didn't get the reference.
Yes, from Unstoppable.
Hold on.
Because the dynamics.
I'm gonna bail off next time, but I think it only works on certain engines according to the engineer's handbook, which I think is in my computer drawer.
Oh wait, hold on.
Do I have my engineer's handbook card? I think it is covered under a bunch of other junk.
Hold up, Yuri.
Do you have?
Shall I?
Oh yeah, pull out your walkthrough.
I will find it.
The patented the MST.
Yeah, I have.
Do you remember we almost had the book, the strategy guide for MSTS 2? I'm so pissed that got canceled on Amazon.
No, nuts. It's even funnier that my flight sim I can't speak.
Your flight sim strategy guide was in there.
Yeah, no, I have it, and it has it in there. And the funny thing.
It's proof that it existed at one point. I don't know how though. Also, to everyone else in the stream, they're gonna be like, "Why is the game so stretched?" And I'm like, "Because I made it that way on OBS so that you guys wouldn't complain about black bars and not watch the video."
Honestly, I don't care either way.
I mean, the thing is, when most people played MSTS back on YouTube, it was back when like the maximum resolution was like 480p. Wait, that was just a hazard we passed. It's not really a hazard, but that was called Female Hiker. That's literally what it's called. And that is a. Let me just go back. I gotta rotate the camera. There's a hazard right there. That's technically a hazard that we have to blow the horn for. But it's it's never really shown. But there it is. I'm gonna screenshot it. There you go. That is technically one of the 2 hazards. The other one is deer in the hazard folder. Every route has a hazard folder, and that comes with it. And here's the thing. The deer aren't actually random. If you go in the route editor, you set up where you want those hazards to be, where you think they'd frequent, and then the deer will just kind of randomly spawn in that general area.
Seems legit. Also, if you hear sounds of getting some of my weathering powder, I think I'm gonna start weathering some freight cars tonight.
The frame rate's getting better. Here's the thing, everyone else is... I grew up with this frame rate, so 11 FPS isn't that really much of a killer for me. Like in Run 8, it's detrimental, but in MSTS, you don't really notice it much. Like when you get into 9 FPS, you're like, yeah, the game's pretty horrible. But 11, I can deal with. I dealt with this as a kid.
Yeah, it's not like a stretch or anything.
Is it the yellow signal? That should be Red Eagle. And then we have to just get to Belton. And then from Belton to Coram's pretty easy. Coram to Conkelly is kind of a nice scenic area. No one really films there. There's Red Eagle. I can see the white text. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
You just saw that now?
No, I saw it a little bit ago. Did it say it for you guys?
Yeah, I saw it when the message first popped.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I did, but I didn't say anything about it. Now we're climbing a hill, definitely. What's the speed coming up? Finally, a 45 as opposed to a 30. Thank goodness. I mean, we've lost a lot of... Well, no, we're still holding 9. Just glad we have a lot of people on this. Reminds me of the SFT GP30. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Still. 2080. I actually remember J-Class put 2081 in the Run 8 anniversary session. It was his DPU.
Okay.
Except it was a G40 in that. Well, because he made an MSTS unit, I allowed him to, because having 4742 on the 5th anniversary session, I was like, I don't care.
I say.
We are still not at that speed limit sign. Oh, no, my front axle passed this, so now apparently I have a speed limit. Great. Now here is the rarely rail-fanned Red Eagle, which is not red, and there has no eagles as far as I know.
It's really annoying here. I can't find the bloody book now. Like,
I actually can't find my flight sim book. That's the funny thing.
yeah, like I'm looking all around. Like,
I mean, see, honestly, no offense, you sound like you lose everything anyway. So.
Well, no, it's like when I need it.
I mean, I can't find it.
When I don't need it, it's just right there. Like,
I know that feeling. I hate it.
Right?
Yeah, I hate it. Like, where's the reflection?
Oh, finally, more AI. Yeah, auto racks.
Auto fast.
Oh, this is a tri-level. There's tri-levels and bi-levels in this game. There's the Red Eagle control point, which you won't really see modeled properly most of the time.
It's me.
Oh, there.
Also, the cool thing is that Red Eagle has a Y.
Yeah, Red Eagle has a... Yes, I think I'm yes.
There. Now I know it's on my desk.
Yeah, here, but it has a Y, Red Eagle Y. And Ys do work in MSTS because they I mean, they should, but, you know, it's one of those things.
I have the book, Yuri, so I'm ready for whenever we do the next scenario.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll do New Mixed Freight, but maybe we'll do Tokyo Hacker. Maybe we'll do a Crash or two. I'm gonna show that off.
Yeah.
It's not an MSTS.
Whenever we do a scenario, I'll go through the walkthrough of anything besides the Class 50 and the,
Why are they, man?
Oh, because they only came in the 1.2 update, so the guide came out with 1.0, I think.
Oh god.
Sorry, I just loaded up MSTS. Drive
Drive
a
a speed
train.
slightly. I don't care.
I just want to run the Heat one.
It's a nice route for what it's worth.
What should I do? Quick damage track, short passenger run, Isaburo.
Isaburo or Sheepney is the specialty service. That gives you a pretty big run on the route. Low fuel, I considered trying at some point, because I don't remember if you actually can run it.
Oh crap, I didn't realize those scenarios were an hour long. I don't got time for an hour.
We can save, remember?
True.
Hit F2 to save at any time, and here's the thing, you have more than one slot in MSTS. You can have like 800 saves.
And where do you load them from?
On the main menu, there'll be a thing that says load saved activity. And then you just select the route and select a thing. It has a whole save system. It has a whole save file system that's like Half-Life, but even better.
Okay, I almost just read my save as 592,000. I was about to be like, huh?
Oh yeah, there's that control point. I always see it on the map, but it's so fleeting. You almost never notice it. There's Nyack.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna run. For now, I'm just actually gonna load up. I'm gonna load up the Isaburo.
If that's Nyack, that means the next place is Belton.
Yuri.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to go look for like my American truck sim photos. Because if I remembered correctly, I think the one in American Truck Sim was the MSTS motor, but no, it wasn't. No.
You know what we should stream next time after this?
What?
If we're doing classic games, I should go through maybe I'll stream like Trains UTC or 06 at some point. But I should stream Trainmaster 4.3 next time.
Yes.
With my rail. But here's the thing: I'll stream it with my rail driver because it works.
Let's see. Let me.
So very dumb question, Nuts.
What's up?
Did you have to set your signals in your switches in activities as well?
Only in ones where you're in a yard or if it's specifically specified in there. Basically, as long as MSTS has a path that it predefines for you, and you'll know, like, if it wants you to back into a siding shit, like, it'll give you a white, like, turn around arrow on track monitor. In those cases, the turnouts are set for you. But otherwise, like, the ones where it says, like, you're building a train in Whitefish, those give you free reign over the switches, except for the ones that the AI have. And it's there's an F8 menu that tells you what the switches, if they're facing or trailing behind you. It's G to throw and Shift G to throw behind. Which activity were you considering?
I'm doing Isaboro, and like I did it earlier when I derailed.
You shouldn't have to on those ones.
Because I reached the end of one route, the end of the track, and I had to turn around, and I was like, huh?
Oh, that's at Okoba. Yeah, then you might have to throw it. That's the only place with switchbacks is Okoba.
I didn't even realize this route had switchbacks.
It's only there.
Actually,
a lot of young kids didn't know that. I know this because most MSTS videos use those two switchbacks as the crashing points.
We need to eventually, Yuri. We need to eventually do we eventually need to do multiplayer on the original Mariah's Pass. You know.
Yeah, we should.
See, that's the other thing about MSTS is that it's not like it is in trains where you can throw switches, you know.
Yeah, I know what Ryder means.
You could be across the map and, you know, just, well, I'm gonna get this set up real quick so that when I get here, you know, it's
yeah, quick. Only Open Rails lets you do that.
Yeah, MSTS, it has to be like in conjunction to where you're training.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's like a predefined. Yeah, you can only do it junction to junction.
I'm going 93 to 80.
I'd love to join you guys. But yeah, Trainmaster 4.3 would be a fun thing. I'm wondering which route I should stream. Maybe Horseshoe.
So wait, you guys will be using Open Rails for multiplayer, right?
Yeah, J-Class, you got to find those key commands to move objects in the route that isn't supposed to work in Trainmaster 4.3. I want to show that off for people because no one knows that works.
Oh, for the love of God, just get J-Class back in the server.
Yeah. Current speed. Oh well. Oh, I'm just slowing down slightly. I love that self-lap. I just love that it just self-lap 0. What does 0 mean?
That's up to J-Class. I mean,
they'll be able to come to the voice channels, probably. I mean, we're just streaming. I don't see what the issue would be.
Yeah.
Wait, I just realized that. Hold on, did they model the?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to take a look. I think they took a photo with the breakers in the up position. Can you see that, Z? I think that's what it shows on the control stand.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my God. Something that Harrison put in the general chat. It's what? Like you can't hear images. And then it's the one with Goku and Iroh.
Oh, yeah.
You can't hear images. All I can hear is the
you can't hear them
Goku.
Oh!
No. You can't hear images. You just do the
dunking about.
Does anyone remember how in MSTS before bin, if you were in like the 2 view or the 3 view and that part entered a tunnel, the game would just be like, no, fuck you in the cab view. Only go in the cab view.
That's what my install of MSTS does to me.
It does that by default.
Well, I mean,
in bin they patched it out.
At least it's not as fucking retarded as trains.
Oh, where it just sits you on the roof of the engine?
Oh yeah.
I hate that.
No, it'll drag. I hate the part where the tunnel's not correct. It'll just smack you into the freaking.
I just derailed. Huh?
Derailments might have been turned on.
No, because I ran this segment earlier and I didn't derail.
It's weird. Where were you? You have to hit F6.
Milepost 57. I'm gonna have to take a look. Was I speeding?
Each and and every one of you has failed.
You are all dishonorably discharged.
I only lasted 5. I was speeding. Tell me where I was
You can
speeding.
go 1 or 2 or 3 miles an hour with the speed limit, but when the derailments box is ticked, MSTS kind of uses like a pseudo random number generator to kind of be like.
I see what happened.
Oh look, a yellow with a.
I went looking back to the stream.
Yeah.
So your stream. I started speeding without realizing it went off at about like 88 kilometers. Here, I took a screen.
Also, you figured out the Kiha's got the whole gears thing, right?
Yeah.
I believe
I need to get the Kia back into this.
Let me just say this of what was posted, what Karim posted about the fucking Jivo. Who the fuck is gonna buy that? Like,
no one.
I mean, I'm getting the hand car, but...
I mean, the unit itself, though, is just like... It's like if you took a Trainiacs image and you, took stuff from Google Images and, just slapped it on. Like, it doesn't have...
Yeah, it's like, what sane modeler would ever buy that?
Like, do you remember that video that was, the Bachmann train set? That joke Bachmann train set that was the Trump train? You've seen that video that people have been showing around. That looked kind of cool.
That's why.
Granted, I have my own political views, but that at least had Oh, I gotta talk.
One of the Franken-motor, being the Franken-motors isn't stored.
But I mean, that's just why. Who do you think is gonna buy that? Like,
it's MTH Rail King. That's why. He can make a paint scheme. He's gonna make a paint scheme and make profit off it. People are saying,
I'm at Switchback.
Again, who the fuck is gonna buy that?
I just said the people who are like, oh look, it's MTH, line on the time, I'm buying it because Rail King.
No. Because it's that's one of those things where it's like, oh well, I'll buy it, but and I'll run it for a one-time thing, and then it'll go in a box, and it'll just be stored for years and years, and eventually it'll just get thrown away.
Are you sure?
All right, I'm back for a little bit.
I'm gonna tell you anyway.
I don't know if we'll do the whole scenario. My folks are asking, do you want to watch SNL? And I probably will. I mean, I haven't spoken. I don't usually hang out with them as much, so. But we can always pick this up in another stream.
I'm not saying this just because it's covered in Trump, but I'm also saying it's because it's covered in Trump.
Not true.
I have nothing against the man, but at the same time, no. I'd rather put my money towards something, that I'm actually modeling, not this stupid shit.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the, never mind, now I know what you're talking about. Never mind.
Let me get my brakes on. I'll probably go in another 10 minutes or so. We'll get as far as maybe up to Corammer a little bit, because SNL just started, so. Oh, I didn't have my headlights on full. I thought I did. Oh, I shut them off during the last AI encounter.
Yeah. It just...
Belton should be coming up soon.
What are you running on?
He's running on
Mariah's Pass. Coming up on milepost 1195. Oh, I remember this area as a kid. I hated it because it had all the tunnels, so I'd always be stuck at the cab. Except for this one tunnel, because it's so small.
I was gonna say, I need to get MS bin or whatever it was, MSTS bin.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It improves. It's got a lot. It definitely helps with the sound engine, because I think MSTS has a ton of sound channels. If I remember correctly. Bradford Exchange. What's that?
No, I didn't.
What the fuck are you doing?
What control point is this? Oh, it doesn't have a name. Yep, this is the control point right before Belton. Wait, am I holding on something?
But you have a diverging approach.
I have a stop up ahead.
You know, I'm gonna slow the hell down.
I'm only doing 37, and the brakes on this are insane, so...
No. A minor earthquake this morning damaged some stretches of track. Jeez. Why so nonchalant?
Because it's Japan, they gotta downplay it. Now I've got a green. Wait, so did the... Hold on. Oh, that means I'm gonna made a computer-controlled train, because it went from red to green, which means there's something in the block with me. I think.
Yeah, you're upset, Ryder.
No.
Are you driving right now?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah, that's why.
I'm a rider.
I am allowed to go... So it wants me to go 50, and then it's gonna let me go through the turnout. Yeah, that's not... I mean, I'm gonna do it, but the game's gonna be like, yeah, no, chief.
I still think it's funny on the Bear Creek and South Jackson route that was released for Trains 19 that the guy that made it up on the speed limits for the mountain.
See, there's a custom. Oh, there's a freight train for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up a 2% grade at 50 miles an hour.
That's a very smart idea.
There's the refrigerators, which have sound. That isn't ear splitting like that isn't ear splitting.
When it's not annoying as a run in.
Yeah. Oh wow! I forgot there was a tied down train here in Belgium.
What kind of refrigerators y'all are dealing with? Every time I've dealt with a reefer on Run 8, it's usually pretty fucking quiet.
It's the noise themselves. Anyways, we're passing Belton. There's a tied down auto rack.
Yeah, same thing. The only time it makes noise is if you get closer to the reefer part.
Well, yeah, but when I'm working on a yard or at rail axle, something's running like crazy.
Well, what I remember, trains and Run 8, the reefers or the sound for the refrigerating units are actually wrong.
Oh yeah, they are, as far as I know.
It sounds actual like the full-on gas generator.
I better get on the brake because I got a restriction coming up that they're not telling me about.
I should be cleared for 50, but I'm not.
Oh, there it is.
There's the shutdown MSTS consist.
Yeah.
Go.
I was yawning. That's what the fuck that was.
He went on there.
Do you wanna die?
I should do, because now that I'm just glad I did this stream for national training. Maybe we'll pick up another stream tomorrow on this. We'll just keep doing like a couple streams of MSTS over the course of.
You're right, National Train Day.
Hold on.
Tomorrow.
Is that today?
That's today.
Well, yesterday now. Oh no, it's still today. It's not 12:30 yet. Jesus.
Doing? What the fuck is this guy doing?
Wait, what control point was that?
This guy just stopped like randomly off just going down the road and just stops randomly.
I think that was something west. I don't know.
Might have been West Belton. Wait, East. Wait, no. I don't remember. West Belton.
But no, like, I forget what I was talking about. I wasn't paying attention. He's in a part of town that doesn't look like he belongs
Did he ride through the desert on a horse with no name, though?
Does he have a big iron on his head?
He has the largest iron ever conceived.
Oh, there's some deer.
You know, I looked up close at how the textures are mapped to the deer, and here's the thing. People are like, oh god, it looks terrible. I'm like, yeah, this is 2001. I find it charming that there's deer. You don't see wildlife in Run. Like, you don't see wildlife in any other game.
Hey, at least it's not like how the fucking horses used to look in the older versions.
Oh, don't remind me. Oh,
I'll tell you this.
three
I feel like I'm in it. Nuts. I feel like I'm in FS 2004 again.
Can anybody find the like Trains 2004 horses?
Oh, I think I have Trains 2004 installed somewhere.
I was gonna say, what was the first version of Trains?
It was Trains Model Railroading on your PC. Is what it was called. Then there was Trains there was 1.0 and 1.1, and then there was the next patch was 1.3 that allowed all the custom content, and then 1.5 became Trains Ultimate Collection, and then the engine was upgraded, and then we got Trains 2004. Trains came out in 2001, and then Trains Ultimate Collection came out in 2002, and then 2004 was 2004, and then 06, and then we got Classics.
And then after Classics, the game engine was changed.
It was upgrade. Yeah, it was changed, and we got 2009
and 10.
And then
9 and 10, and then they broke the engine. Then they made the engine more unstable, and they gave it 12. And then they
make it more unstable. Just people were being fucking stupid. They were like, oh, all these fucking database repairs. Well, that's what happens. We go and download every piece of content ever made for Trains. So you end up with like 1 billion fucking assets installed in your game.
And my MSTS is crashed.
Alright, I'm gonna probably run this for about 5 more minutes, and then maybe... Otherwise, I would keep the stream going all night, but I haven't home with my folks, so I kind of feel like an asshole.
Easy.
I've been down here a lot, so... But for any... Oh, and I've hit 2 deer. They ran at my train.
Oh, I see that.
See, I've only had a few hiccups here and there of trains slow, but nothing, like everyone.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I've had more issues because we are screaming up this script. Please don't stall. Please don't stall.
And it's like, they were complaining that they were having, it was doing a database error every time it started. Yeah, it does that for me every once in a while. For every time I bring it up, it'll do it, and then it just stops doing it.
Oh, I'm at 10 miles an hour right now.
You can't say that 12 is when 10 is far worse.
Oh yeah.
Because they did the Kickstarter and everything, and everybody poured money into the.
And then they put and then 4 years later they released 19 and kind of kicked everyone in the butt. Was I supposed to scream like that? Because I was.
Everyone was like, "Oh well, yay, we're gonna put all this money into Tame because we're gonna get a new gaming engine for it, and well, it's gonna be built on a new gaming engine. We're gonna get new physics and all this other stuff, and then we get the game and it's broken."
Please keep moving. Don't stall.
Train's new era. And then secretly in 3D was just kind of like hiding out, and then all of a sudden like 20 inches out there like, hey, we've been working on a new project. We've been working on a new version of Train for the past couple of years secretly, and it's got all the stuff that y'all have been asking for. We've so totally listened to y'all.
And you're gonna have to rebuy all the Tane DLC.
Yeah. Oh, and it's gonna be built on a new game, a different gaming engine from Tane.
Wow, I almost just bottomed out with this fucking consist.
Sorry, I'm browsing like Facebook, just looking for my anime meme groups.
Oh, come on, pick up speed. Come on, old girl.
Why is there an anime game coming to Nintendo Switch again? Ugh.
Which game?
You wish.
I kind of do wish.
Sisters Royale, apparently. It's a game fresh out of Japan.
Now the
Density Go.
The next volume of Necropara will be on the Nintendo Switch.
I mean, it will be, because the other 3 volumes are.
Nico Para for Game Boy Advance.
Oh, and it'll be coming to mobile.
Nico Par, the Nokia Java edition.
Neko Pard, Yuri's brain scattering edition.
Z, here's the best part. I'm gonna have to stop this stream before. I'll probably stop in a minute, but we're like 6 minutes out from my core ramp. I'd like to report a crossing violation where a truck drove in front of me like an asshole, and I killed 2 deer. Just like a real BNSF crew. I can't say that, I might not get hired by them.
Who remembers me telling y'all? Who remembers when I was telling y'all about PTC? How it's supposed to blow the horn for you?
Oh, I didn't know it was gonna do that.
Yeah, PTC is supposed to blow the horn for you. That the other night when I ran it, it wouldn't do it.
It just wouldn't.
We were coming up on a crossing, and the manager that was walking me through it, and he was riding along with us.
Apparently, Chris was saying only the Chargers do that.
Well, no, it's all engines are supposed to do that. It's supposed to be an auto sequencer where it just continuously blows the horn sequence until it gets through the until you get through the crossing.
Alright, we did 53 minutes of it, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop the stream just now, because I got to hang out with the folks for a bit. And, then I will be back with a stream where we pick up this tomorrow and probably even do noon mixed freight. But happy National Train Day, everyone, because it's still time. Still 15 minutes left.
What the hell, Casey?
Huh?
Or Sayori?
No, it's either one. What the hell worthy?
Sayori's.
What are you doing with that New Haven boxcar? What?
Weathering.
Smoke signals?
Weathering.
Yeah, but how you been doing that? Using smoke signals to do it?
It's a weird thing that it has to. It's how you. It's. Actually, I don't know what tool you're using.
It's a pre-coat. It's also to show before and after to show how dense I'm going to make this thing weathered.
He throws dirt at it.
It's a car built in the 40s and repainted in the 50s, and it hasn't seen a car wash since 1956.
And it won't until Penn Central.
God damn, could get so worked up, I'm just messing with you.
Z, we should go down Kalispell tomorrow.
I haven't weathered anything in a while, so I might be slapped at it, but here's the thing. That's a double up of a car that I already own.
We need to go down to Kalispell to pay.
There goes his internet.
We have to go to Kalispell.
I'm renumbering my original one, and that one I'm weathering.
We have to go to Kalispell tomorrow to pay tribute to it.
No.
Anyways, I'm gonna stop the stream here, guys. But for everyone who's been watching, there was a lot of you today. And to anyone who's watching, anyone who's currently watching the 9EU on here, tune in tomorrow, probably around the same time in the evening, around like 10 p.m. We're gonna do, or even maybe in the afternoon, we're gonna pick up and we're gonna keep doing some MSTS. I'm having a whole lot of fun with this. So see you all later.
Take it easy, everyone.
Right, are you gonna take us out?
He's not here.
There you go.
Is that here?